dentists are bracing for their busiest day of the year. Many say their offices are packed the day after Halloween with all sorts of candy-related mishaps, like broken braces and cracked fillings. Now a California dentist is sharing his Halloween candy survival guide for parents. And Dr. Kami Haas is here with some of those Halloween candy do's and don'ts. Dr. Haas, thank you for joining us. I know you're not being a wet blanket here and saying no candy, but I do find it interesting that you say chocolate's actually one of the safer bets for kids' teeth. Why?
Yeah, because it melts away right away and doesn't linger in your mouth. The worst candies are the ones that could break your teeth or chip your teeth, like jawbreakers or break a bracket. I'm an orthodontist, so it's no wonder Halloween happens to be on the same month as National Orthodontic Month. So anything that's really sticky to the teeth or they can damage your teeth or brackets, those are the ones we want to avoid. Chocolate melts away, especially if it's closer to 100% cacao. I know it's kind of bitter, but anything over 75% or 85% or xylitol gum, those are the safest choices.
You also say the timing of when kids eat candy matters. How so?
Yeah, so here's how you should do it. You know, I have a 13-year-old, although he's not into Halloween as much anymore. But the way you want to do it to make it safe and effective and fun is before they go to trick-or-treating, you want to make sure they have a full meal so they're not hungry. Before they go trick-or-treating, also they want to brush their teeth before using a toothpaste that has nanohydroxyapatite. This particular ingredient can buffer and shield enamel against cavities. Then when they're eating candy, they should drink a lot of water. After candy, one of the biggest mistakes I see is that people want to brush their teeth right away. You should actually avoid brushing for up to about an hour because the mouth is extremely acidic and it can damage your teeth when you're brushing. During that period, you can use a mouthwash or you can use a mouth spray for younger kids and to make sure that it reduces, these needs to be safe and effective, not the over-the-counter ones that have alcohol. Obviously, we want to make sure that we can avoid artificial ingredients and those types of things. So if you do these steps, we can all have fun and enjoy Halloween and not end up in the dentist's office or the orthodontist's office.
So you brush before you go out trick-or-treating. Is that ingredient that you mentioned in most children's toothpaste, or do we have to buy something specific?
That's a great question. No, unfortunately, it's not very prevalent. That's actually one of the reasons why we created our company, Supermouth, was because this kind of gives me an opportunity to talk about a broader message. I don't know if you know, the #1 disease in the world, the most common chronic condition on the planet is actually dental disease, is cavities and gum disease, because that means to me that whatever we're doing is not working. So this is one of the reasons why we founded the Supermouth, not just to have the safest and most effective products, but also provide the education that goes with it to tackle this global issue. So nanohydroxyapatite is an ingredient that's been around for decades. Unfortunately, the US is fairly new, but Japan and Europe have been using it for decades. It's just one more ingredient. I don't want to say this is the everything, but another thing, you want to avoid obviously artificial ingredients. You want to make sure you have prebiotics instead of antibiotics in your oral care products. You want to make sure, one of the most important things, that the pH of your mouthwash and the oral care products are alkaline. You can easily test it with a pH strip. And all of these things we want to do because obviously whatever we're doing is not working. So we got to make some changes so we can finally tackle this global issue.
Okay, so brush before the candy and then wait at least an hour after they eat to brush after they eat the candy.
Exactly. And during that hour, you can use an alkaline mouthwash or mouth spray to adjust your pH back to neutral.
All right, I'm taking notes here, Doc. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you very much.